And so this is some of the comments people are saying on Mark Bell's post. Oh, good old Jason Poston Pro decided to chime in. Hey, Jason, remember when you were hiring me to coach you? Coach Greg and more drama in the fitness industry. Have you seen it? And so who's right? Dr. Andrew Huberman, highly respected neuroscientist from Stanford University, or little old Coach Greg?
Coach Greg.
Sounds like I've been outmatched, but no. I talk about the basics, and yet he goes, talks, makes a video, he's interviewed by Mark Bell, and says the exact opposite of the truth. Calories in, calories out. Says doesn't always work. And so I watched the video after people were sending me this saying, hey, you're wrong, Coach Greg. It's not calories in, calories out. You see? So I went to the posted this comment, of which Mark Bell shared on his page close to 1,000 comments talking about it. Who's right? Is it actually always calories in, calories out? Or are there exceptions? You know, like if you're from Krypton, like Chris Bumstead? Other than that, we don't know of any. And so my argument is there are zero exceptions to this rule. It is always going to come down to calories in, calories out. But this highly respected neuroscientist said otherwise in a video and called out other YouTubers. But am I wrong? Well, I'm going to play the video and talk about it. I'm going to prove I am not wrong.
But there are a few people out there in the fitness industry that are like, no way, it's always calories in, calories out.
So you heard it right from the horse's mouth. Andrew Huberman. And so people are laughing. Oh, there's some certain YouTubers out there, I don't want to name their names, but they say it always comes down to calories in, calories out. Who always says that? Does anyone on YouTube talk more about calories in, calories out than me? Always works. Nope, there are exceptions. Case in point, increased prolactin increases body fat levels at the same calorie intake. Therefore, calories in, calories out doesn't always work.
And expecting fathers, their prolactin goes up and it helps them put on body fat, retain body fat from the same caloric load.
Those influencers, they aren't up to date on current research. Probably haven't read PubMed past 2005 is what he's saying.
If you read PubMed past 2005, then what you find is that,
and let's laugh. People watching this, they're thinking Coach Greg and those other idiots, they're all morons. They haven't read the new research. Does that mean I'm disagreeing with the fact that increased prolactin levels can increase body fat levels at the same calorie intake? No. But Coach Greg, that means it's not calories in, calories out. It doesn't mean that at all. This is the simplest example I'm going to explain to you. You will once and for all forget the bullshit that's being spewed here. If you give someone who's on the same exact diet and calories sleeping pills every 4 hours, they're going to be groggy, have less energy, sleep more. So what do you think that will do? It will decrease calorie expenditure. BMR and NEAT could go down. Non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you're laying around sleeping all the time because of the freaking sleeping pills, you're going to burn fewer calories. And so just like if you take sleeping pills, you can burn fewer calories, same thing can happen with hormones. Increased prolactin can lower your metabolism or decrease your NEAT. And the opposite extent. Fat burners, caffeine, ephedrine, stimulants can increase metabolism, but it's still calories in, calories out. So just because two same individuals, one with higher prolactin levels on the same calorie intake, stores more fat, doesn't mean it's not calories in, calories out. It means the calories out portion has been changed. They're burning fewer calories. But if you're in a deficit, you will always lose weight. You have to. If you're complaining, I can't lose weight, metabolism, eat less, calories in, calories out. So I am not wrong. And so he was asked, but Coach Greg says this. And what did he respond? Well, I will read it to you. I'm not sure we disagree. Never heard of him, but happy to chat anytime. I'm not one to back and forth in comments, but here I think we agree. So he agrees with Coach Greg that it is calories in, calories out.
I want to name a few names, but there are a few people out there in the fitness industry that are like, no way, it's always calories in, calories out. Mostly true.
He knows better than this, and it's irresponsible for him to say in a video interview that calories in, calories out does not always work. What he meant to say is the calories out portion of the equation can be altered with hormones. Think of it. If you're eating all fat in your diet and you change to eating more protein, you have an increased thermic effect. Your body burns more calories digesting that protein than it did of that fat. Doesn't mean calories in, calories out doesn't work. Just means you're burning more calories, so likely to lose more weight eating more protein than more fat. And so if you have an underactive thyroid, doesn't mean calories in, calories out doesn't work. It means you don't burn as many calories. And so this is the comment that I wrote, of which Mark Bell shared on his Instagram wall, and everyone's talking about. Soon as someone says calories in, calories out doesn't work, you know that they have zero credibility, no matter how good they are and everything else. If he's not smart enough to know that the calories out portion can be adjusted with hormones, and therefore calories in, calories out always works, then what can you actually trust from this person? So he knows better than this. He's a freaking neuroscientist from Stanford University. Yet he chooses to say it in a way that people don't understand, so that they question calories in, calories out. So that they question Coach Greg. Makes it look like I'm wrong. And so this is some of the comments people are saying on Mark Bell's post. Oh, good old Jason Poston Pro decided to chime in. Hey, Jason, remember when you were hiring me to coach you? I never trust men who spend their time tearing down other men for a living. Greg is one of these men with no kids, yet spends his time creating content of kids and young men on Gymshark. Weird to me, no leadership skills at all. Jason Poston Pro. Am I lying when I agreed to coach you for free? And we spoke on the phone multiple times, gave you everything, tried to help you out, spoke the truth, gave you my true assessment of your body fat. And if you needed to lose more weight, if you were behind how I thought you would do, and you're acting like he's right and I'm wrong. It will always be Jason Poston, calories in, calories out. Maybe if you ate fewer of them, you would have been in shape in the off season when you wanted me to coach you for that show and you were behind. Calories in, calories out. You eat too many calories, you're in a surplus. You gain body fat. If you eat in a deficit below maintenance, you lose weight. Always, always calories in, calories out. Think he's a big man commenting, oh, Greg just talks about other men. What are you, Cali muscle? If you don't believe me and you think we're in a debate here, ask Dr. Andrew Huberman himself. Say, is Coach Greg wrong? And when he responds, nope, he's 100% right, then everyone's saying I'm wrong, including Jason Poston Pro. You're looking like idiots now. T.C. Landknen. Jason Poston Pro, you serious? Sorry, bro. Follow you for a long time, but this is ridiculous. Thank you. People agree. I thought people were going to all trash me and all side with Jason Poston and be like, oh, Greg's an idiot. Yeah. Jason Poston Pro, you're basically saying that if you had a kid and a teacher said 2 + 2 = 4, but your kid says no, 2 + 2 = 5, and the teacher replies, no, sorry, it's 4, that the teacher is now tearing the students down because he said spread misinformation. Soft world we live in. Everyone is offended by too little. You can't just go out and say calories in, calories out doesn't work and have not people call you out. People call you out. If I hadn't have done it, someone else would have. Just because I make videos and call out bullshit and tell people the truth doesn't mean I'm a jerk. Just because I say harsh truths and you don't like it doesn't mean I'm an asshole. If somebody says calories in, calories out doesn't work, and I say they're lying, they're full of shit, how can you trust them? If they don't know this basic concept, how do you know that they're not wrong about other things? Am I somehow a bad person for educating others on this concept? I mean, I just don't get it. Why can't I just call out the bullshit? If you agree with it, awesome. If you don't, say, no, I actually don't agree with you, and then we can have a friendly debate. That is what this is all about. Oh, another comment from Jason Poston Pro. Let's see what Jason says this time. No, dude, I know friends and other people with serious depression and mental health issues that Greg chooses to destroy in videos without contacting them first. You know, because you put that out in the public and public sees it, but they're not allowed to comment or criticize because what about your mental state? They have to comment, write you in private and say, hey, you know, I disagree with this point and can you take your video down? That what I have to do? If they have the right to post nonsense, I have the right to correct that nonsense in a post as well. He just tears them apart, and the fact is some of those humans were on the edge of life. His content to entertain young men on YouTube comes first, not other people. Who is he referring to? Is he upset because I gave him my laser eye body fat assessment? He wasn't happy with it? And he didn't end up competing? Who is it? Who are you talking about? Who are these individuals that I keep tearing down, that truly never deserved it, that they're on the edge of their life, that I almost ended their life because of a YouTube video? Who are they? And what if his post puts me over the edge? Jason, I think it's a little bit hypocritical for you to call me out on this when you literally call me out just the same. And for what? Am I spreading bullshit? Am I wrong, Jason? Is it actually a lie? Am I making up clickbait that it's not calories in, calories out, that doesn't always work? Am I wrong? If so, then yeah, you should make a comment about that, post about it. Coach Greg is wrong. He thinks it's calories in, calories out, when we all know there's exceptions. If you actually think that, then so be it. Try and defend it. Try and argue it. But don't go and attack my character, say I'm a bad person because I call out the bullshit. The difference is I listen to the good comments, they go in one ear and I let them stay there. I don't let the shit, the mosquitoes bug me forever. They're buzzing around, and you swat it away and you move on. So even though Jason hates me, it's like whatever, I don't care. It's just interesting that he actually thinks this way, and I like a good debate. Daniel.ndi Bongo. Except Greg is straw manning Dr. Huberman didn't say CICO doesn't work. Do we need to play the video again? Yes, we do. Let's play the video again.
There are a few people out there in the fitness industry that are like, no way, it's always calories in, calories out. Mostly true.
And so here's the problem. People think just because you have a certain degree and that you're well respected that they can't ever make mistakes or say something wrong. You know, I'm just a bodybuilder. So let's see this post. A Stanford professor has zero credibility over an IFBB pro. Wondering face. I'm going to go with the professor on this one. I don't know, thumbs up. Well, you just lost. So he's more educated than me. But guess what? I'm still right. He has some credibility, but I must admit, I'm still trying to understand what was said and have not heard what was said on Rogan. And so now that you've heard everything, you've heard the stories, who do you agree? Who's right? Coach Greg, just a master's bodybuilder, or the Stanford educated PhD? And if you don't think that I'm right, just ask him straight up. Was Greg actually right? It was Greg right when he said about calories in, calories out, always working. And underline, italicize, and bold, always. No exceptions, always, just so we're clear. Don't let him say, well, yeah, most, always. Ask him that. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IP Pro. Bloops are over there. Remember, harder than the last time supplements. You can order them at my website. Click the link in the description. Also, cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team. We work on them together. Write them for you. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe and click the bell buttons. Follow me on the gram and the talk. Until next time, I'm out.